Help, I can't see my grandchildren. That is the topic for today. Now, if you haven't subscribed, please do. If you have a question, please put it in the box. We will get back to you as soon as possible. So watch this. Help, I'm not allowed to see my grandkids. Now, this is a really sensitive topic and it goes in so many different directions, okay? So there's not a one answer for everybody here, but first of all, I want to validate your pain. Everybody wants to see their grandkids. Everybody wants to see them play their sports and have dreams for them. Everyone wants to, have them at their house, make cookies or have them over, sleep over. As a grandpa, you want to hold them and talk to them and, speak life into them, encourage them. And yet you're not able to, for whatever reason. Well, you're in pain, okay? And because of that, you might want to chat with somebody just to process that, a good friend, a pastor, someone in your spiritual community. You might want support for that because it hurts. Now, I don't know why you can't see your grandchildren. Sometimes it's totally about, your children. And they don't want to have a relationship with you for some reason. Either they don't trust you or they've asked you to not do certain things and you keep doing it. And if that's the case, you want to address that part of your side. But it might be that the spouse doesn't trust you or your spouse or your situation, and they don't want you around. They don't want you to influence them. Maybe it's the way you eat. Maybe it's the way you curse. Maybe it's your smoking. Maybe it's your drinking. Whatever it is, they've made a decision to try to protect their family. And generally that's what's trying to be done. They're trying to protect their kids from something. Because it's not normal not to have your grandkids be seen by their grandparents, but it can be reasonable if there is a reason for them to feel like you're not safe. So I would ask you to evaluate that over the past relationship with them or with their kids. Are you safe? Do you honor their way of raising the kids? If they don't let the kids eat candy, do you let them eat candy? If they don't want them to, eat certain kinds of foods or watch television or be exposed to things that are in your house, well, then they're trying to protect. And you might have that conversation of, what is it you're trying to protect your kids from with me? And can I work on that? Is there a way that I can work on that? And if it is, then fine, maybe there's a bridge back. But if all they've run against is, I raised you, I did good enough with you, you're not open-hearted. And if you're not, then they're trying to protect themselves, okay? And it might be that they have influences around them that are causing them to be away from their family. They might have addictions they don't want you to be a part of. They might have issues going on with them that they don't feel safe being around other people in general. And it could be that you guys totally disagree spiritually or politically, and they just don't want that in their life. So there's nothing really you can do. If they won't let you see them, well, you can negotiate if you can write them or if you can send them gifts on their birthday and stuff like that. But what you want to do is try to find a place where you can honor what is being requested. There's absolutely a reason, and it might be some comment that was made that needs to be taken responsibility for or asked forgiveness for. There might be things in their own being raised by you that they haven't forgiven or that they feel like you don't own it. And if you haven't owned it, you can't change it. I have no idea. But you might want to talk to a counselor. If you do, you can always call our office, 719-278-3708. And find out. If you feel like your children are prodigals, you raised them in a certain faith and they moved away, you might want to get the book and workbook and DVD called Prodigal Process so that you can work through that. If you feel like they're being prodigals and they just are really abandoning you because they don't want anything to do with your faith, that's a different process altogether for you. Regardless of what the reason is, you're in pain. And that does hurt. You want to keep praying for them. You're going to keep thinking about them. That's what you're going to do for sure. But I would definitely find ways for you to process this, whether you're journaling, whether you're talking to a counselor or a pastor or someone else who's going through this, and try to figure out if it's really all about them or if there's something that you need to look at and own and process. And if you do, get to it so that they can be proud of what you have done. And I've talked to thousands of people, and sometimes they just like, you know what? They've never owned their stuff with me. And if that's the case, if you've never as a parent went through and said, you know what, I need you to forgive me for this, and this, they could be attitudes, beliefs, or behaviors, then you could do that, make an amends to that. If you've offended the in-law, the daughter-in-law, the son-in-law, you might need to take responsibility for that. Either way, there's no way of quick fixing without knowing your particular situation, and even so, it might not be a quick fix. But these are principles you can use to maybe help you walk through that. And I'm really sad this has happened to you, but if we can be of help, let us know. If you haven't subscribed, please do. If you have a question, put it in the box. We'll be happy to respond to you.